Hi everyone! Today I'm in the front garden and it's time for a big revamp of the flower bed. Let me show you. So here we have our lovely door with the wreaths I showed you on the channel previously. And then down here, a set of containers. So those I put together also earlier in the channel in January, you may remember that. And the Heuchera has grown beautifully. And then on the other side also the Heuchera has grown tremendously. And at the back I had added 2 camellias. And this is what the blooms look like, really pretty deep pink. They're a bit done for the season, but I think I'll keep them here anyway because they give me a great evergreen vertical interest. We have 2 huge lavender bushes that get really big and really lush in the summer, so I can't wait for that. And then this is our bow window, and here with our beautiful tulip display. So as you can see, it's done now. It's time to deadhead. Also have beautiful little pansies that still look good. This is a rental, but we used to have a really ugly boxwood edge that was dead and diseased, so we removed it. But it left us a little bit with a gap, so I'm also going to take care of that, probably mulch it. So I'm going to be cleaning up that bed and planting it up for summer, and also changing up those containers. So let's do it. I'm going to start by dismantling those containers. So I have a skinia here, which was up until recently blooming beautifully, then a Hebe, and then a Heuchera. And I also had a couple of violas, but those are very tired and we'll just pull those. So because those are perennial and now it's time for them to grow on, I'm going to save them and probably reuse them in the flower bed just behind. As expected, everything has rooted really well. I think it's going to be a bit easier to separate the plants once they're out of the pot. Just propping them very temporarily into some plastic pots. This right here was a sister container. I also had a Heuchera. I'm repotting the skinias because I'm not going to reuse them in this flower bed. I'll just hold them and probably use them for display again next year. You can see here that I'm pulling off foliage from daffodils and tulips that is still green. If you want to give your bulbs the best chance to come back next year, don't do that. Wait until all the foliage dies off naturally before cutting it off. I'm doing this because here in the shade, my tulips don't get enough energy typically to come back. I have to replant a new display every year and I'm totally fine with that. It's a small area. But in your garden, you want to wait until probably the foliage looks a bit more like this, so like really completely dried off and there's no energy left there, and this is when you'd cut it. Oh, doesn't that look so much better? So I cut off all the foliage of the bulbs, and you can see here I have a daisy. I think I spotted a couple of buds. Look up me. Then those are the daylilies. They are a mix of orange and yellow. That's going to be really nice. I had some perennial salvia. You can see here all the slight damage. Anyway, they may have a chance now that they're not also completely buried. I'll bring the plants around and we'll start planting. So I need to pick up some plants. So I have those gorgeous snapdragons that I bought at little plant plugs and that grew on. I think this could be a really nice addition. And then I think the star of the show are going to be those Hostas. I have several different types. We'll see what we do. Alright, we're all ready. So I have all my plants here for shade. I also have some begonias. And then this is an Aster. So I think it needs a little bit more sun, but I think it's going to be fine because we still do get a couple of hours of morning sun. I have different types of Hostas. I'll try to pop the name on the screen because I don't know them by heart. I really like that yellow variegation here, really pretty. Then I have one with a really bold leaf. I really like the blue tinge of those. Then another one with a variegation, the white one. I think this is my favorite. Then something a little bit more green with different shades again on the edge of the leaf. And then I have some really, really pretty yellow, I think, which is going to go really well with some of the yellow and orange I already have there. These also will require a bit more sun, but I think they'll be fine for a season. Alright, so the flower bed is done. We'll take a look in a minute. And now I just want to do my little pair of containers. I'm using the same pots called Long Tom. I think they're going to be perfect. And this time I'm just going to be very simple. One plant I think is going to be striking, and we're going to have a beautiful contrast with the white of the leaf and the lavender just behind it. And then you've seen me do that throughout this video. I'm adding my multi-purpose fertilizer. Pot number 2. I ran out of bark, so I need to run to the store and get a little bit more, so that I can top up those pots as well, because they'll benefit from a bit of protection. You can see here the difference between the beautiful dark mulch and the sandy area that I still have to cover. And this is what it looks like. Really pretty. And I did give a good water to everything before I mulch to trap the moisture. I think my favorite corner is this one. I need to pop a plant over there in that watering can. I really like the look of it. Then look at those textures and colors. I think it looks really pretty. Well, I still have a little bit of cleaning up to do, and I have dirt everywhere, but I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think the front flower bed is really pretty, and I can't wait to enjoy those perennials for this season. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Now I'm going to tidy everything. This is the aftermath. Still have my 2 beautiful skimias, an army of pot to reuse, and I only had 2 extra snapdragons, so that's pretty good.